that they were a shockingly fast force, a lightning bolt from the steppes. This is a result partly of the intentional confusion caused by the Mongols. When they were striking cities hundreds of kilometers apart, it would seem they were crossing great distances at lightning speeds. But calculations by John Mason Smith Jr., noting, when available, the rough length of time and distance travelled by the Mongol armies, found there could be great variation in the speed at which they travelled. The greatest speed recorded was the Great Invasion of Western Eurasia under Batu and Subutai in the 1230s. Their journey from Karakoram to the Volga River, nearly 5,000 kilometers over an estimated 6 months, made an average daily speed of around 27 kilometers per day. This part of the journey, with little campaigning and nothing but grassland before them, was made with the greatest haste. In Smith's calculations, the average kilometers per day for other campaigns with available data was around 22 to 24 kilometers per day. Smith suggests that the speed made by Batu and Subutai was the maximum top speed for an army based on steppe horses in ideal conditions. Time in the day needed to be given for the horses to graze and sleep, and as it takes longer for horses to meet their daily feed requirements via grazing rather than grain, this puts a cap on the top speed of these armies. And yet such ideal conditions would not be met elsewhere. Smith is also able to make calculations for much of Hulagu's route during his march in the 1250s. At the fastest part of his journey from Karakoram to Almalik, Hulagu covered approximately 2,697 kilometers in some 6 months, some 15 kilometers per day. Across Transoxiana and Iran, Hulagu rarely made such speeds again, usually between 6 and 9 kilometers per day depending, and often halting for months at a time. For Hulagu, the campaign was much more methodical than the immense tidal waves they are often depicted as.